Hello and welcome to episode 40 of Top Table Live. We are here in the new studio, looking a little bit different and hopefully a bit fresher for you all. And apologies, Steve had to click a button over there because we've not really planned how we're going to control this stuff from the live streaming area.
Well, we need Wi-Fi. We're on Ethernet, but we need Wi-Fi in here to be able to control the stuff that's over there out of shop, which controls.
We plumbed everything in for battle reports around the new table and realised that we need to be able to also click things over here. But hello, hope you're all good, hope you can hear us. Check out one of our new backdrops in the studio. We've got this beautiful 3D, shouldn't touch it,
Don't touch it,
marks on
don't touch it.
Sign, everything's looking good. And this is the start of showing you the brand new studio.
Exciting.
But welcome to episode 40 of Top Table Live. I am Top Table Jay.
I'm Top Table Steve.
And we are excited to sit here and talk a load of hobby nonsense for the next 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So, everyone in the chat, let us know you're in. Everyone chirp up, say hello, let us know what you've all been up to. But it's been another 2 weeks. Actually, we missed the last one, didn't we?
Yeah, we didn't do the last one. What was the reason?
It was well up.
Yeah, it was the heat.
It was minging.
Yeah, it was too hot to come in the studio. But we're well over that now in Manchester. It's been absolutely teeming down for about 3 days.
Yeah, it has, which is
crazy.
wicked. But we dodged the last one because this studio, obviously, to film properly, we've blocked off all the windows and all that stuff. It was like a sauna, so we just aborted it. But no, we are back with a vengeance, and it's good to have you on. We've got 22 in already. That's great. Everyone say hello.
Welcome.
Make yourself known. Let us know what you've been up to. And as always, or if you're new, Top Table Live is where we come on once a fortnight for 90 minutes. We chat about what we've been up to. We have a catch-up with all our lovely friends, and we just talk a load of nonsense, don't we?
Yeah, it's kind of, this is our fortnightly way to touch bases with you guys and hang out and just let you know what's happening on the channel and listen to what you guys are up to, and pretty much to talk about anything and everything, really.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a very creaky table, by the way. Let's not start with those jokes. I don't know if they were picking it up. But let's have a quick look at who's in. We'll say hello and then we'll get into the usual nonsense. So anything you guys want to chat about tonight, you guys keep the comments coming in the chat. We'll keep the nonsense coming. And we'll
Did you do the new, if you're new, say hi, let us know where you're from and what you play?
No, but you just did.
So if you're new to the chat, if this is your first time tuning in, first and foremost, welcome. It is an absolute pleasure to have you. I need to stop looking at the screen and look at the camera. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Do say hi in the chat. It's always nice to see the new names and get to know you a little bit. So let us know if it is your first time, where you're from, what games you play, etc, etc. And we'll give you a little shout out. That would be very, very nice. So over to you, Jay.
Alright, let's jump into the comments. So first thing tonight was Joe Holtzman saying, "Evening guys." Good evening, Joe. How's the Marvel coming along? I've started repainting Marvel. Second time.
Surprise.
I'm enjoying it, but I can't wait. I had a game yesterday.
Did you?
I got back, been on my holidays, we'll get to that. And I got back and came straight for a relearning game of Marvel. It was good, man. It was good.
Nice.
So evening, Joe. Hope you're good, man. Let us know what you're up to hobby-wise. Mick Myers is in, another Marvel player. Going to linger for a while. Always a pleasure to have you in, mate. And you're probably sat shaking your head at all our usual tech issues. So Mick is the guy who basically dads me through everything Vengeance, and he does all the streaming tech and stuff.
Well, what I'll say is don't sit on the other end of the screen slating us. Come and help us out. We obviously haven't got a clue what we're doing.
Man.
Well, his painting's been on the community spotlight twice now.
Mick has?
Yeah,
the ones you did. I mean, I wouldn't pick his work, but you.
Because he was doing the Marvel Crisis stuff. Cool.
Good stuff. Luke Churches, evening gents. What up, my friend? Brian F90, evening all. Glyn Seymour is in.
I've just seen his post. Peanut butter chicken or whatever it was. It looked nice.
So who knew the Irish kid in the United shirt who didn't know what Nando's was such a maestro in the kitchen?
He is. Forget Nando's next time he comes down.
Where we taking?
We've got a kitchen in Element now.
Oh, that's true.
We'll just sling some chicken breasts at him and see what he can do.
Glyn, you're cooking a weekend of three, mate. You are the resident chef.
Chicken breasts in green flock. A la carte.
That sounds
That's
not
you,
nice.
mate.
Brush Baller's in. Yes,
Hey,
Gaz.
it's been ages. Where have you been?
I think he's been renovating his loft. That's not a euphemism.
We need to say happy birthday to Gaz, right?
That was yesterday, right?
Yeah, but we weren't on yesterday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Gaz.
birthday, Gaz. Well, all the best.
45 is a very monumental age. Well done on hitting it, my friend. How you doing? Julian Y2K12, waving emoji. Skull Munch is in, says sup. That is awesome. Different Gear TV, good evening all. What up, my friend?
Well done.
Tanya T says hi. Different Gear TV says swish. Clearly it means me, not the new filming conditions.
I like the fact that I know where it is now as well.
Oh yeah.
I can point to it.
Yeah. This was...
It looks cool, man.
I'm going to let you all take guesses at how many cans of primer this thing took.
You'll never get it.
It's heartbreaking. Mike says excuses. Glinty Muscle, stay online on Saturday, 4 weeks since Jay. Oh man, that's too long to not have me in your life. He's agreeing, I can't believe it. Tanya T says that is a sweet looking sign. Yeah, it's sick, isn't it? We're pretty happy with it.
What do we think? Do we like this setup?
Does this look a bit better?
Do we actually look like we know what we're doing, apart from the fact that I'm not on screen when the stream starts and
he runs in?
I have to skid in. It looks cool, right?
Well, we're winging it, as always.
It looks good, man. I like it.
We're always improving, thanks to the Patreons and all the other good stuff. Yeah. We'll get to all of that. Ian Whitehouse says, good evening all. What up, my friend? Good. Oh my god, the chat's gone mental. Gils van den Ein. I'm going to...
Guys.
There we go. Guys, hey there, I was wondering if you guys know a Games Workshop around Antwerp. No idea, bro. Sorry.
Never been.
I couldn't tell you one in Manchester. Yeah, definitely good. Matt Hackett says, hi Jay, hi Steve. Yo. Mike saying hi to everyone. Everyone's saying hi to everyone else. Different Gear TV says cold hot dogs.
Cold hot dogs.
Was that an you can cook Glyn thing?
Cold hot dogs. I remember someone, was it you on a stream, was it one of ours, or was it someone was saying cold hot dogs are the bomb?
No idea.
I remember that. I do vaguely.
Is it a battle streams thing?
The thing is, it might be a battle stream because it's a hazy memory.
You're usually drunk.
And I'm normally drunk.
Yeah, it's a battle streams thing,
yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Let us know. Brushballer is starting a Salamanders commission this evening. Is that for Lord Woods by any chance? Because he got Salamanders, didn't he? Lord Woods, I love that name. The old Matt Woods.
What was your first Hotmail, Addy?
Oh, I can't tell you that. My MSN name.
Yeah, I can't tell you mine.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, you can't tell me your current one, let alone your old one.
Okay.
Yeah,
there's something for the stream. Just let's have a little giggle tonight. If anyone can remember their first embarrassing
email address,
MSN, Hotmail email addresses that they chose when they were like 15 and thought they were the nuts, post it in the chat. And let's have a little bit of a giggle. I can't post mine. We'll get banned off Facebook.
Yeah, we've already had a YouTube strike. We don't need any more. Pete's in. Hello, Pete. Good friend Pete. He says hi, Jay. What up? He doesn't say hello to you. He doesn't like you. He said you're one of the words out of my old email address.
Is that... which Pete is it? Is it Pete who had a pop-up if you're not mentioning AOS in the news?
No.
I think it is.
No, it's not. It's Pete who used to work at Kiki's The Bar.
Oh, right, yeah.
You don't know Pete. I know Pete. Mike has finished up painting Ghost Spider, ready for weekend. How good are the two new spiders? Oh, man, I built them the other day, and the rules look pretty legit as well. Joe Holzman says, going good, putting the finish touches on Thanos and his throne this evening. Only 3 away from fully painted. That is nice work because the Marvel stuff came thick and fast. Matt Hackett says, looks like I'll be restarting my Bushido painting project. Really interesting because of the stuff you covered last week about Guild Ball. It seems that a lot of the community is either going Bushido or Marvel.
Yeah,
that seems to be the routes that those communities are going. So that's exciting times for both them games. Mike says, I've got 3 left also, but I'm in no rush to paint the rest of the Black Order. Green Tree, hello people, studio's looking good, and just noticed you passed 7k subs.
That's the...
We did.
We'll come to that.
And we've got 2 milestones actually. He won't remember the second one.
I don't remember the second one.
Dean Palmer's back. He says, I'm back. Good to have you back.
Good to have you back.
Is it Dane or Dene?
Dean.
Is it Dean? You say it Dean.
I say Dean.
That might not be. That doesn't mean it is though.
Because Dean's painting. Dean's paint things. Dean's. I say
okay.
Dean.
He's going to let us know.
It's Dean, right?
Adam Holland, good evening, gents. Hope you're keeping well and you enjoy your holidays. Thank you, my man. Nick Gardner, okay, you can rejoice. I'm here and I'm challenging Jay to Marvel Crisis Protocol and TTS. He's not undefeated. Challenge accepted, my friend. Mike, Mick, I always say both. Do you fancy teaching me TTS as well for Marvel? Because I know you've played a bit. We need a light on Jay's left, apparently. I did put one on pre-stream, but we don't have one there.
I think what you'll find is that's called contrast.
Is it?
Yes.
All my head's that big, you can't light it.
We're working the key light. Can you tell I've been watching YouTube videos about how to light?
You need to start watching Peter McKinnon and move on.
What's the f-stop?
Stop it. Flying Mammal, blooming love it, waves, happy birthday, Gazballer, Brushballer, woo! Mike says, arms like wings at hotmail.com was one of mine. Okay. Joe, mine's not family stream appropriate. Fair enough. Nicholas Gardner, my first email address was Metalmania after the VH1 Classic Rock Show. Nice. Glyn, haha, cheers fellas. As long as I get paid with minis or being the honorary TTG chef, I'll give you that title.
Yeah, I'll get you a hat and everything.
Yeah, we'll get him a TTG pinny. You'd love one of them.
Well, I could bring an I Can You Can Cook penny.
That is your priority channel these days, just saying.
Hashtag merch.
Yeah, man. I can't remember much either, says Different Gear TV, but think it was down the Top Table Arms, cold hot dogs with red sauce.
Yes,
Top
it
Table
was.
Arms.
I mentioned Top Table Arms. No, I didn't. I did mention Top Table Arms at the end of the latest tabletop news video.
Yep.
But unfortunately, as I explained to someone who shouted at me for not talking about the new AOS stuff, I talked about a lot of stuff.
You always talk about
my footage was corrupt.
Twice.
3 times I filmed it. 3 times I filmed it in bits. It's so annoying.
That's a yearly quota of video, isn't it?
My computer nearly went out the window, mate. I tell you.
Love it. Dean is working on Eowyn and Durnhelm tonight. Cool. Nice. Cool. Make sure you post pictures over in the Top Table Gaming community page.
Great, Minnie.
Brushballer says, birthday was last Friday, but cheers anyway, lads. Just finished my loft conversion, but I've had a bad leak in the man cave. You shouldn't have drunk so much. So I had to bring my stuff into the house until I fix it. Ooh. Oh, does that mean the missus is going to know how many models you bought?
Yeah.
You can't stash it now.
How much you got here, Gaz?
I know. Glenn says, hello, Ruth. And Gaz says, the salamanders are indeed for Mr. Lord Woods.
Yep.
Dean says, Steve's had it right from day one. Jay's never got it right. All right, Dene, pipe down. Bloody hell. Pete says, my 9th edition Raven Wing are ready for you. Bring it on. And Flying Mammal says hello to Glyn. So that's kind of caught us up on the chat. So we'll do our usual first bit, which is chatting what we've been up to. So you guys have all got to think, everybody in the chat has got to think of a cool question to throw at us, hobby related or not, and stick it in the chat. And also let us know what you've been up to hobby-wise since the last Top Table. What have you been up to, man?
Loads.
We've been busy in here. We may as well cover that first. Last weekend, we came in, we tested a battle report, and we spent a day doing the last of the big works. Yeah. Now, there's a little bit of like tarting up, and that's not the right thing.
There's a little flat board needs to go there, a little flat board needs to go there, but it's literally a case of cutting it out, painting a black screen it on, done. Other than that,
it's looking good, isn't it?
Well, are we allowed to say? Well, yeah, we can. I think I've said it anyway. We're filming this week. We're filming a battle report in here this week.
Friday.
So yes, that's exciting. The first
we
Top
filmed
Table Gaming battle report
a pretend test turn last week.
Yeah.
And we made sure just everything worked, which it almost did.
Yeah,
audio and like the audio is about a second out, and there's a couple of tweaks, but we're coming back reps, baby, and we're starting with, of course, Middle Earth SPG.
Yes, starting with Middle Earth. That's what we know. That's what we're fluent in. That's what we're confident in. But fear not, there will be more. 40k is next on the agenda. We just need to iron out the creases and just round off the rough edges.
Yeah,
is that a thing? Is that a saying?
It is now.
Round off the rough edges.
Sure, just own it. Just keep going. So what else have you been up to other than the studio work? So the studio is pretty much ready, which means we're going to be bringing content, and we're in talks for other things that are going to enable us to make more content more often and just keep it coming because we love it and we've missed it.
Yeah, I've missed it.
And local lockdown is ending here on Friday. It was announced about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So we can get together. You guys are welcome to come in and hang out with us and play games. So if you want to come and head down to Top Table Towers and sit in front of this and play over there, come and let us know. Yeah. We want you here.
It's good news. It's good news because I've been panicking like crazy about Scouring, which is the end of October, so it's still a way off.
Yeah.
It's still like 8 weeks. It's 8 weeks off. When it gets to about 5 to 6 weeks off, I'm going to have to make a concrete decision, which I'm hoping is a good one, and we'll just have to see how the lockdown rules go. But first and foremost, you guys who are coming to Scouring, it's all about being safe. It's all about being safe, and also there's rules in the gaming centre. So there's a few. We've got a couple of options, haven't we? What we can do with it, but that's good. What else have I been up to? I've been still painting some more of my Space Wolves. I had a airbrush painting lesson with Byron.
You did. I saw a picture. He's a good egg, isn't he?
Really, really cool. I really enjoyed that and learnt a lot. I've also painted the new Grishnak. So I started him. I say started. I put him together to paint on Battle Streams in Middle Earth last week before.
Yeah.
And just did the usual. Decided to put the lid back on my wet palette. Didn't paint him. And then the next day I was really annoyed with myself because I'm just getting this collection of built minis
for battle streams
on my desk that are not getting painted, and I literally just sat and painted him in like, I think it was like one and a bit sitting, and he turned out really well. But it's a cool model. It's a hard model to paint bad because it's such a cool model. Like the sculpt is amazing. So I've done that. I painted Gorbag, finished got a Gorbag that I painted ages ago. What else have I been doing? That's it really. My computer went kaput, didn't it?
Your computer blew up. We had to sort that out. More tech issues at Top Table.
Yeah, it's standard.
Lots of streaming as well with battle streams, and there was the kind of an impromptu Saturday one on Top Table.
Yeah,
as well.
I streamed on Saturday. That was loads of fun. And yeah, we both really enjoy streaming. Streaming's great. I love it. I love this bit. But I really like the impromptu ones, especially because it was really busy.
Yeah,
it was like unsurprisingly busy. But I'm looking forward to Top Table Arms because I want to just hang out with people, which is where we've had the Patreon Zoom call, which we've not spoke about.
Yeah, we'll chat about that as well. That was good fun.
That was amazing.
As we've always said, like the Patreons are why this has happened, and that, and everything else in between. And we've got dice and t-shirts and other things, but we're always looking for more ways to say thank you. So we're kind of setting up not set in stone a date, but a monthly Zoom call and
I'm going to try
literally
and do it
we just, and it was great because the onus wasn't on me and you to present or work through comments and stuff. Like we just hung out, did a bit of hobby, had a few beers, and there was like 12
you did hobby.
I did a bit.
I just sat there and go.
You did a Steve, but there was like 12 or 13 of our Patreons in at one point. And given it was very, I think we only announced it with a day's notice. Yeah. And it was great because we all had our cameras on and we're laughing and joking and taking the mick out of each other. Like it was just a good fun, wasn't it? And it was, they're all pals as well. It was a lot of the weekender regulars. Like it was a great way to just get everybody on a call, and we were all just sat like dossing around for like, I think we ran for about 2.5 hours in the end.
Yeah, it was a while.
It was good fun. I think we were like, we'll do 90 minutes, and then we just sat.
Well, that's it. When you're enjoying it that much, you know, you may as well just carry on. But yeah, it was fun. It was nice. I say this all the time. It was nice rather than just us two being on the camera. It was nice for us to actually see who we're talking to and have that live interaction, the feedback back. I was able just to put my feet up, put the keyboard to one side, and just chat.
Just chill.
And it was great. Yeah. I mean, I insulted one of the patrons. Kids.
More than one. Oh yeah. Oh.
Well, apologies.
We lost the pet. No, we didn't. He took it well.
I couldn't see his head.
But no, everyone, let us know what you're up to in the chat and what you want us to chat about tonight, because we kind of abandoned having topics for these and figured we keep it a lot freer and looser. So ask us some hobby questions, ask us some non-hobby questions. We don't care.
We'll talk about stuff anyway, because we'll talk about stuff that we have the news before we get onto what you've been doing, because you've been quite busy. But before we get onto that, we have the news series, which seems to be getting good feedback.
Tabletop news. It's an idea that I kind of threw around like 6 months ago, and for a long time we were like, does it work? Will it stick? And ultimately, it's like, well, if we want to make it, let's make it, and hopefully it'll grow a following. If you build it, they will come.
Yes.
Tabletop news. It's good.
So it's cool, but it is basically that series is bullet points, isn't it? It's like, right, this has happened, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
So then in shows like this, if we want to elaborate on things, we can. So, for example, let's get into what you've been up to first.
Okay. Even though you just said let's talk about this first.
Yeah, I think we should see what you've been up to.
All right. So what about loads? Hobby. What? Just got back from holiday. Went to Blackpool. Had a couple of days away with a kid. Very sunburnt, mate. It was mad out there. So got back yesterday. Hobby wise, I've been playing a ton of A Song of Ice and Fire with Lord Woods. We're huge Game of Thrones fans. Me and Matt have played the card game, the LCG, literally for years now. It's no longer getting any releases, sadly, so it's kind of what we've got is what we've got. But it's nice to have a complete collection because we own it all. And always love our Lord of the Rings fix. So I taught Matt how to play, and Matt did Matt because he's like me and just bought everything Night's Watch. Because luckily, like I've said on so many of these streams, it's a great game, but for a year you just haven't been able to get it. But if everything's reprinted on most things, you can get most of it now. Like you can go and buy an army that you want and play rather than I can't find it. So we've been playing, we've probably had 4, 5, 6 games in the last 2 weeks. Like any time we can, we're sneaking 2 games in. Great game. I bought the Baratheons. I painted some as well. I think I shared them on the last hobby roll call. Painted about 20 of them, so I got a bit of hobby done because I was burnt out after my lockdown. Let's paint 4 million models. And then and yesterday played some Marvel Crisis Protocol. Not played it since probably not played it this year since the Thor release, which was the first one after the core set. I had a game with Tony Moore that was wicked. So there's a lot of Marvel models on my painting table again, second time round, because I always said I wanted to do them all because in the Marvel game you can use anything with anything. Yeah. There's bonuses if you take a themed Avengers list. Yeah. But you can take anything with anything. So in my head, I really like old school kind of superhero vibes. So I wanted them all in the same colour scheme. Rather than painting Captain America blue and Iron Man red and Black Widow black. Do you know what I mean? I wanted them all.
Oh, that would sound like OCD. Just thinking about it.
Yeah. So it looked cool, and that's the way I did them first time. But I wanted everything do you know when the X-Men get together and they all uniform up, they suit up? That's how I want everything. So even Thanos is getting the same colour scheme as Captain America. No. So second time, I'm going to do everything black and red. Because contrast and easy to paint in it. So there's a load of Marvel on my painting table now. And other than that, just same as you, we've been in here slaving away and getting stuck in. And that's pretty much what I've been up to. I don't think I've missed anything huge.
No.
Yeah, it's been a busy time. We've all been busy with work. And the time, our full days that would usually be content or hobby have been going into the studio. Yeah. But we are
we're there now.
We spent a day trawling around shops looking for suitable photo frames to mod into dice trays, because those are the struggles that you have when you do this stuff. And we've done it's the little bits we've been tying up.
No glare.
Hashtag it's the proudest thing. The battle reports, you can now see the dice. I feel bad that no one's been able to for 2 years, but it looks good. So we are super excited to roll them out, and I'm sat here now and we've not been in here much when we haven't been working. It's great to look around at the work we've done. Camera. It's cool. Yeah, and it's exciting. And it's thanks to the Patreons as well. Patreons are why we can do all this. We don't put content behind a paywall, and we're going to be giving it back with all the bat reps coming back thick and fast soon, and the quality has gone up, and you guys get a load of free stuff and as many giveaways and kickbacks as we can. But we can't thank you enough, because without you guys, this stuff wouldn't happen. Yep. And look at this, it looks mega.
Congratulations to, I need to check my phone because was it Philip?
Did someone win an AMA?
Someone won an AMA, yeah. I'm just going to give him a little shout out now, so I'll just check in.
And Chris Davies won an Indomitus.
Yes, they did. Philip von Leipzig.
Yes, that's a solid name.
Yeah.
I bet he had a wicked email when he was a kid. The other thing, if you've just tuned in, is we were just before we started talking about the crazy emails you had when you were a kid or using MSN Messenger. So we want to hear your most embarrassing email address. We can't say ours on stream because we'll get a strike off YouTube, but we'd love to hear yours. So that's what I'd
been do you know, here's one. Guess what ours were.
Yeah, what do you reckon our childhood we're idiot email addresses were?
Yeah, considering there was
You're not going to get it.
There was no Facebook then. There was no... I'll give you 2 tips as to the road to go around. There was no Facebook and there was no Tinder.
Oh, God, I don't want to know yours.
So it was MSN and Yahoo Chat.
Right, I'm going to catch up with the chat because I'm worried what Steve's going to say on this live stream. So, Glenn Seymour is hoping Sean and Ruth are keeping well, and he's asking, has anyone seen Lucky's recent bat rep? I've not seen it.
Not yet, no.
Got it. We've got it in the watch later. We have a tab of videos, and it's definitely in there. I'm going to check it out. Nick Gardner, how many next Sundays does Jay think will pass before Quest of the Ring back? It's this Sunday, mate.
September.
This Sunday.
September.
This Sunday.
September.
What do you reckon? When are we seeing Quest of the Ring Bearer? Who can't wait?
September. Second week of September, pre-order.
Do you reckon?
Boom.
Second week. It's definitely got to be before October, because that's when Codex Necrons, Space Marines, and all those 100 toys they've announced come out. So it's within the next 4 weeks, and I would love to get hold of it soon. I can't wait for AMA this weekend. We've got an unboxing coming, so that's going to be launching Saturday morning. We're going to get it first thing, get it unboxed. I'm going to film that one. We're going to get it out for you, so we're going to show off the new Marshal of the Riddermark.
What's your thoughts on? Because he's been getting, 85% is a lot of love for new AMA, and I'm in that 85%. It's an absolutely brilliant model.
Have people been hating on it?
People have been hating on, saying he's a little bit too chunky, he's a little bit too wide. What do you think?
I don't know. How many times have we commented on, that model has a stupid face, or that robe is too wavy, and then you get it, and it's a camera angle. I'm not going to comment. Theoden
got the same kind of...
Theoden's legit.
Yeah, he's class. I always think that
it could literally come down to whoever's. And they're all very competent people, but the graphic designers just stretch the image a bit too far, and he's just a thick boy.
The other thing for me is, I always think there's he doesn't look like what he did in a movie. So, it looks cool, man.
Yeah, it looks mega.
It looks cool, and it's obviously AMR. Crack on with it.
I don't know.
And who's to say that the AMR in the movies doesn't represent properly what Tolkien had in his head? So maybe you don't know.
Yeah, but the sculpts are based on the movies,
so
that's a bit weird. You're digging a hole.
No.
Yeah.
People are with me.
Okay.
People are with me. I think it's class.
I think it looks gorgeous, and I'll give you my honest opinions when I get it in my hands on Saturday. So there'll be an AMR unboxing coming out on Saturday.
Yes.
We may as well cover other stuff coming from the channel, haven't we? What else have we got in the pipeline? I've got another video that was actually it's a really interesting one. So I put out a couple of months ago a Patreon survey.
Yes.
Which is, again, really enjoying getting the Patreons involved with everything we do here. And it was, what do you think the next, after Ringbearer, what are going to be the next expansions we see for Middle-earth SPG? And we've compiled like the top 5 with the reasoning from our Patreons. It was really good to get them involved. And that's going to be dropping next week as well, hopefully with a battle report.
Yeah. We've got, I was nominated to do one of the I Am a Wargamer videos. So I've that will be coming.
That's done. I've seen it.
It's on there,
ready to go.
Just ready to be released. So we released that, and then I nominate 3 other people, which is quite cool. So thanks to Andrew Cox for nominating me. It's greatly appreciated. What else? Speak Friends coming back.
Oh yeah.
Speak Friend, our series, which is a bit of a spotlight on the Middle-earth community. We always try and get people who are quite prevalent in the Middle-earth circles, and the next one is. Should I say or should I leave it for the thumb?
Leave it for the thumb. No, say. I don't mind. You like spoiling stuff.
Yeah, that's one as well. So we have on the next Speak Friend Mr. Will Champion, who is last year's GBHL League champion.
Yep.
It's a very apt name. And Barney Menzies. Barney and Will both. Barney owns it. I think Will works there at Seven City Collectibles in Nottingham. So they'll be featured on the next Speak Friend. We will be talking about an upcoming event they have and an upcoming event they have in and around Christmas. We'll be talking about the new releases. We'll be talking about the meta of the game, where it's gone, and hearing some tips and tricks from last year's league champion, which will be very, very cool. And talking about a lot of other stuff, whatever you guys, because it will be live, so it'll be like this, and we'll have a chat on. And
I was speaking to Will the other day. I'm at a Marvel event on the 13th of September, so I get to check out the shop.
Nice.
I love going checking out new gaming stores.
Well, we need to, because we said before lockdown, there was loads of stuff we can do before lockdown. So before lockdown, we were really getting our feet under the table with live battle reports, which was,
we have some
great. That is 100% coming back. But because we've had time to sit back and look at what we had and what we did and the way we did it, we were able to spot a few holes in it and think, well, we could do that this way and that this way. So we're getting the studio done, sorted first, and then we're back over there. And we did say, you remember, that we were going to go and do like a top table gaming takeover at 7 City.
We did.
Obviously, with everything that is in place as it is, it's not really feasible at the moment.
No.
But as soon as
next year,
as soon as we can,
we're going on the road, baby.
Do it, man. It'll be cool. We'll stay over, get drunk.
Yeah.
Curries, beers,
frolics.
Hijinks. MSN names.
Stop it. But no, that's going to be pretty exciting. What derailed us? Where were we up to?
What were we up to? We were talking about news.
We were in the chat, weren't we?
Was it? I don't know.
Yeah, we were. Jules is saying the Minister of War looks good. Glyn agrees. Awesome battle test. We're going to have to check that out. Dean says posted some Eowyn and Durnhelm progress shots on the group as requested. Amazing. Look forward to going checking them out, my man. Jill's in. Evening, gents. Hey, Jill. It's not a top table live without you, so we're glad you're here. Yes. Panic over. Steve's been worrying.
I did say I hope she was in. I did say.
You did. You really did. Just doing some RPG prep. Lost motivation for hobby these days. Don't know where it's gone to. It happens. I'm all or nothing. I'm either painting a million models or can't bear to sit at my hobby desk. There's never a constant in between. What kind of RPG prep are you doing? What are you doing? That'd be exciting to hear about. For the news videos, I'm assuming we mean tabletop news. Could you make a kind of timetable in the description? It'd be useful. I reckon so. That could be something we add. You can do a thing now on YouTube where it like puts cuts in the
like
the thing, and you can so you can see it. So yes, we'll look at that for future ones. 100%. Although, just watch it all.
Yeah, just watch it
It's
all.
only 10 minutes.
Just watch it all. That means that also, like, this guy, see this guy? Not very tech savvy, this guy. I just press go and go.
Yeah.
There's no stopping me.
Joe, speaking of stuff that's been out of stock, my mate's been waiting for a Venom and he's heard rumours that restocks are coming next week. Working in a store, have you heard anything similar? I can't divulge that sort of stuff. I've heard nothing. Like the way these distributors and GW and Asmodee work. Don't stop nodding. I've not said that.
I was seeing.
We find out
I've got
when
a double
public
chin there.
find
Look,
out.
if I do that.
This is like world-class viewing.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. I'd love it too because I think all Element have got left is Black Panther and Killmonger. Everything else is waiting for reprint. Like Mick, who's in the chat, he helped me find some stuff from somewhere else this week just so I could get the bits I needed. But yeah, that'd be amazing because I do need a Venom. But yeah, don't know, mate. Sorry. Glyn Seymour, if you want uniforms, pick X-Men. All superheroes and villains in the same colour would trigger me. I'm going to do all the Avengers, all the Black Order, all the Asgard. Everyone's getting the same thing. Don't care. What's up with you?
Very sick, man.
Why? That's cool, man.
No.
Chris Davis is saying yes, and that's because he won an Indomitus. Next Patreon goal is non-squeaky chairs. Yeah,
Can you hear them?
it's not the chairs, it's the table. Actually.
Yeah, the chairs are.
It's the table.
MSN all over
Stop
again.
it. Yeah, they did. We did have a table for live streaming, and then we cut it in half and made side tables for the back rep table to hold the dice trays, the camera controlling stuff.
I'll try and remember not to lean on it.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna sit back.
You can't help yourself.
Not when I'm filming a video. But yeah, this is a very temporary fold-out table because we chopped up the one we bought for this, so we need to get another one for this.
Or just get some oil.
Glenn Seymour last week in September. Mike, GW need to go back and learn how to photo their own models. They do. They don't always do a great job. I'd agree with that. And Jill Monroe is saying there's nought wrong with a thick boy. That is very true. Amen. I've got the tattoo. Ian White
On his inner thigh.
Patreon only, I'm afraid. Ian Whitehouse. Sure, we all agree it's fine to have a full breakfast for dinner, but is a chocolate pudding for afters a step too far? I think Ayama has been eating them. First of all, breakfast for dinner is the future. Brinner, as I like to call it.
I mean, to be fair, you can have a full English at any time of the day or night.
Yeah, man.
Any time of the day.
I could eat one now, and we've just face planted some chicken.
Yeah.
Chocolate pudding for afters is probably the weird follow-up to a fry-up at any time.
I'm not mad at. I'm not a massive.
I'm a savoury fan, me. I'd rather have savoury than sweet.
People probably think I eat a lot of chocolate because we eat chocolate on battle streams, but I generally don't eat a lot of chocolate. Before I got married, before I met Anna, I didn't eat anything sweet.
Really?
Now, don't get me wrong, I ate a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
But I just never had a sweet. I would rather have starter, main, starter.
Oh, yeah, me
starter,
too.
Main, dessert.
Give me starters over desserts anytime.
Yeah. I had 4 courses on Sunday.
4?
We went out for something to eat, 4 courses.
What was it, your anniversary meal?
Yeah.
Check
It was
you
good. At the restaurant
out.
to ourselves, it was cool.
Get in.
Yeah, 2 free bottles of wine.
Get in.
Steaming.
I have to admit, we were in Blackpool because of the eat out COVID thing. Like, food was just like, we had like £7 bills for me and Oscar eating in a pub. Anyway, where were we up to? We were talking about thick boys, weren't we? And then
You
yeah,
were.
yeah. Nick Gardner, I don't recall this survey. Am I not a Patreon? Just before you came on, man. It was right in the middle of lockdown when we were just spitballing ideas with the Patreons. But I will happily take your advice on board on that one. Glenn Seymour, the only plastic character set I haven't been overly impressed with is Gandalf the White and Pippin. That was a controversial one. The foot model's cloak is just not natural. It looks really high fantasy the way it's like bendy kit.
I like the model. I like the foot unmounted model. I like them. I think the face is great.
The face is legit.
The thing is, I can see people's grievances with it, but I don't dislike it. The negatives to it aren't enough to put me off it.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. But,
Yeah, 100%. Joe Hosman, shall I spoil it? Did you forget telling us all on Saturday? I'm assuming you've already spoiled Speak Friend and who's on it on Saturday when you were drunk.
Was it? I don't think I was drinking on Saturday. Maybe I did. I don't know.
You were drinking. You're always drinking on Saturdays on the streams. I can't trust him on his own, Joe.
I was drinking tea on Saturday. I probably did spoil it though. I'm old. I don't remember things.
Mick saying it's a lovely shop, 7 Cities. Ace, I still need to pop to the new Sanctuary There's a new sanctuary, so are they not in the big church anymore? Because that was always on my
I hope so.
bucket list to want to check out. I always looked. Have you been?
Yeah,
it looks gorgeous in there.
Yeah, it's good. It was good. It was good in there. I don't mean this in the negative, but it was a bit dated. I mean, I know it was an old church, but I mean, it could have done with a bit of a facelift. But you could tell that they had the makings of it's in a church, man. It was cool. The setting was cool, really cool. I would have had like swords and shields all over the walls and papier-mâché gargoyles hanging off the ceiling and that. If it was mine, just saying, if it was mine.
Okay.
But,
Fair enough. Glenn, speaking of RPGs, totally thinking of backing Hellboy. Yeah, Mantic are killing it with that project.
Yep.
They've taken D&D 5e, which is the world's most famous RPG platform, and they've created Hellboy. And the thing I love is they've literally released a mini quick start version for free now, so you can try it before you back it. And I know it's Mantic's first RPG, and they are super happy because I'm friends with the guys there. Like they're ecstatic of how it's doing, and if it's your bag, do go and check out the Kickstarter. It's live now. I think it's got about a week left. So give it a nosy. We covered it in Tabletop News as well.
Yep.
But yeah, they're working with Dark Horse again and making great games. Dave Fears in Evening Lads. Top Table Patreon, local and all-round nice chat. Hope you're doing well, mate. What have you been up to hobby-wise? Let us know. Papa Party. Hello. Hello, friend. Is it your first time here? If
New
so,
name. I don't recognise the name.
I don't either. If so, you've got to let us know where you're from, what games you play, and all that jazz in the chat below. And he says, me and my friends are going to play first Middle-earth game ever next week. Been watching your guides. That's where you got the view from.
You're in for a treat. It's a great game.
What minis would be the easiest to use? I have a bunch since my childhood. So I have a theory on this. I reckon, and I say it to everyone, I think Army of the Dead is the solid way into Middle-earth SPG.
No, I don't.
You don't agree?
Disagree. I think...
What do you guys think? What's a good starter army for
The reason why I disagree is because it brings in a rule, courage, which isn't that common in normal good versus evil games.
Yeah, because you strike against courage. Not
you're not striking against defense. So it kind of just, when you try to pick the rules up, it's just going to send everything out.
You're dodging a core mechanic.
Yeah.
I agree.
I would go two foot armies. Forget about Cav for the minute if it's your first time playing. 2 foot armies, like a Minas Tirith and Mordor.
Yeah.
With generic captains.
Most people usually own those models as well. You've got your old collection.
Yeah, and then as you're feeling a bit confident and you're not checking the rulebook every 2 minutes.
Lob Boromir in, lob Shagrat
stick a couple of named characters in with special rules.
And a hero, and then a
and
monster.
then you Cav, and then go from there. That's how I would do it. That's how I would say
I
it.
agree. Top table approved. Minas Tirith and Mordor.
Yeah. And it's themey as hell.
Boosh. Throw any more Middle-earth questions you've got in the chat. We love answering this stuff. Chris Davis says, just about. Glenn Seymour, I'm with Steve on that. I think that's probably starters over desserts.
Yeah.
Although he makes some crazy mad jelly cheesecake crumbles.
He does.
Or whatever it was. I don't know what it was. Chris Davis, bet you guys had song names in your MSN handles. No.
Song names?
Nope.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Stephen Sparks, I'm excited for Aomer, my first pre-ordered model, and the first time I bought a Middle-earth model when it came out. Nice. Yeah, we're all excited for Aomer.
It's
Roll
a
on
cool
weekend.
model, man. And the amount of options as well, that's the thing for me. If they start going that way, where when they're making new sculpts and new sprues for heroes that have multiple options in the profile, if they're taking that into account, which if you read the article, that was basically what the sculptor did. He said, I looked at the profile, seen it had all these options, and I wanted the person who owns this model to be able to field whatever they wanted.
It's a great way of doing it.
It's great, and then the stuff you've got left over is just, with the fact that you've got battle companies as well, and you can customise all your models with the bits you got left over. It's a win-win.
Yeah.
Win-win.
No. Have you got multiple models or a load of magnets?
I'm going to magnetise.
You're going to magnetise.
I'm going to magnetise, yeah.
That'd be a good video.
People
That'd be
saying
a
that.
great video.
I don't think it will.
Do it.
Right, here's a drill. So I'll drill his wrist. Here's a magnet. I'll whack that in. Oh, look. Sticks. Hey.
Do it. I can't magnetise. I probably could, but I just choose not to. But no, all looking forward to Aomer. I can't wait to get hold of one. It's going to be unboxing it this weekend.
I'm not looking forward to painting it.
Why?
The armour.
Yeah, you're sick in it. You could just like overbrush the red. It's fine.
Don't know.
Just dry brush it. Contrast in it.
We'll see.
I mean, yeah, your painting doesn't look that good. I tried to slip that one in.
Contrast Finnegan.
Mike saying, no, they've gone to a new venue and it looks switch. It was sort of swish. It was so bloody cold. Oh, I'm sad I never got to the old outpost. I'll have a bit of a Google
That's
of
a shame,
the
isn't it? The church. I wonder why that
Well,
was.
if they've got a new venue, we can only hope that that's kind of
It must be bigger.
upscaling. COVID, it might be the other way. But hopefully it's cool and it could be somewhere we could check out. Green Tree, I'm grateful for any Middle-earth releases, aren't we all? Keeps my Lord of the Rings fandom going because we've of course got the best of White Dwarf Middle-earth as well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
That's a direct-only product as well, so we're getting that a little bit later. We won't get that till early next week. It will ship on Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to having a look.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
We both ordered one, haven't we?
Yes.
Woo-hoo. Just now, I think it's a great reference thing to just have a huge collection of painted minis.
It's don't get me wrong, it's not for everyone. I think someone commented on one of our videos I think it was one of the news videos where we said that it was coming out, and someone commented. I know it was only tongue in cheek. They weren't like being like weird about it, but they're like, these are online. I would have preferred this or this or this. Very true, they are online, but then you've got to go looking for them. You haven't got this, like you say, this one reference point where you can open it and you can flick through and see all these articles from the last 18 months.
Is it articles as well as photos? I don't know anything about the product. I've ordered one.
It's articles, it's scenarios, it's how to paint.
Okay, I thought it was just pictures.
No.
Oh, sweet.
It's got scenarios in it.
That's a wicked little book.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's basically a supplement.
That's mint.
Yeah, it's cool.
No, wicked.
Very cool.
You'll never guess who's in.
Go on.
It's only Will Pintar, isn't it?
Is it?
Evening, lizards.
Hey!
Good to have you, my man. Catching up with Will tomorrow
Not seen his
night.
face for ages.
Mate, I'm catching up with him tomorrow.
Are you?
And I tell you what, he's got some news for you as well.
Has
You want to get yeah.
What's your news, Will?
Oh, it's not good. I'm very sad. He's buggering off down south, isn't he?
Ooh.
Yeah. But we're going to hang out tomorrow night, me and Will. We might play some games. We might just sit and talk nonsense and have a brew. But looking forward to catching up with you, my man. Glenn Seymour says 12 days left.
Till 12 days left. 12 days.
What till, man? Let us know. Jill Monroe prepping Pathfinder 2nd edition campaign to try and steal some of the 5e players up here. Nice. Glenn Seymour, evening Will. Dave Fear, where do I start hobby-wise? Back to work now, sadly, so not as much hobby time. Mega busy at work. Oh, boo. Yeah, it's one of them, innit? Sometimes we've got to be grown-ups.
I'll try taking a walk in my shoes at the minute.
You're mad busy, aren't you? Pintar says, evening Glenn, been a while. Frederick Schulz, hello there, just tuned in, how's it going?
Hey Fred.
I did a very Star Wars hello there then, didn't I? Hello there.
Hello there.
That was bad. You're catching me during my lockdown workout. 10 more reps, my man. Oof. Dave Fit, I don't like Aomer's spear. Now that's definitely not a bit of it that's bothered me.
I'd seen a few people saying, why is it so thick? I mean, to me, it's obvious why
this
it's so
stream
thick.
should have been called Thick Boys.
Yeah, it's obvious why it's so thick. And the reason it's so thick is because it's a little thin piece of plastic. And if it was any thinner, nobody would have a intact spear on Aomer in the country after a week.
Especially with me going,
yeah, not with Jay anywhere near it. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's one of them. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. Perfectly fine. No issues with that. Sometimes I just think maybe it's because I'm getting old. I don't know. I try and find the positive in things. I don't look for the negative in things. No. I try and find the good stuff.
Do you remember? It's in my head as you're talking. Do you remember when Iron Hills come out? And none of us realised you're supposed to clip them bits off on the side of the spear.
I did. I think it was me who said to you, why have you left them bits on there?
Everybody left them on.
It winds me up when I see it. Mr. Will Champion left them on as well.
Yeah, the little resin cast points. They look part of the spear, but yeah, his spear's not something that's bothered me. Glenn Seymour says a good month and a bit. Glenn, are you having a stroke? He just keeps shouting dates at us.
What were we saying? It was...
Oh, Hellboy Kickstarter. There he is. I've just read further down. Okay. You're not having a stroke. The world is good. Frederick's asking if we're talking AMO. We absolutely were. ETC Gaming. Hi, hey, hello all. Hi, hey, hello, ETC Gaming. Who is it? Who's behind that account?
Who's ETC Gaming?
Let us know in the comments below. If you're new, let us know who you are, where you're from, and all that jazz. Don't forget, everyone, if you're not over in the Top Table Gaming community page, go and fix it, because it's awesome.
Best place on the internet.
One of our milestones that we've hit recently, 1,500 members in there. Best hobby community on Facebook. I challenge anyone who's going to tell me otherwise.
Yeah, there's not a better,
bring it.
There's not a better group.
It's awesome. Frederick says that plastic Aomer is phenomenal. It's much cooler than Theoden. Made me start a Rohan army for battle streams in Middle Earth.
It's very cool. It's very cool, man. Very cool.
Joe Monroe. I'm not going to get Aomer this weekend, but it looks like a great model and a better design ethos for options. Yeah, 100%. 100%. It'd be really good if they did Boromir, so you could be like armor, lance, all that jazz.
I think I still.
We're going to get into this conversation.
I still think we're going to get the brothers,
Bozza and Farah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I still think.
Maybe.
Faramir is desperate for a new model, but then the problem is: do you go Ranger or do you go armored? And I think in the movies, he's better known as in his Ranger form.
Yeah, well, he is. 100% he is.
I think he is.
It's a flashback in the second movie, otherwise. Who knows? GW, J. Claire, he knows. But he won't tell us, will he?
Shout out to GW, please give us what we want.
Yeah. Early access. Where are we up to? Papa Party. Thanks, guys. Yes, I'm new. I'm from Sweden. Had minis since I was a kid, but I never played the game. Language gap and too advanced for my young mind. COVID-19 has made me start painting stuff again. But it's great to have you in and part of the hobby, man. Yeah. So much to take in when you don't play with someone that's played before. Yeah, 100%. But it's a lot less daunting once you start rolling dice and having a go. Like, that's it. Yeah. Steve was my first game ever. Second game ever. It was. You were my second game ever. And he absolutely beardily crushed me, but he taught me the ways. And look at us now. It was cute that he got that win against me once. Nick Gardner says, I can't wait for the new mounted armoured Glorfindel. It hasn't been announced, but it's been over 15 years and everyone takes him on the horse. He makes a good point.
Be a while yet, mate.
Yeah, I don't think it's...
This squeaking's doing my head in now.
I know, I'm going to sit... I keep leaning on it. Right, okay. There we go. Joe Achilles says, hi guys, just wonder about SPG releases. Aimer and the Best of White Dwarf are out. Quest is coming, 2 Rangers are coming, but that is it, and that's that. Really? Since March, is there a big stuff for POW coming? Who knows? You've got to bear in mind COVID is a thing, and it slows down GW. Why have you got a smirk on your face?
I'm not smirking. For me, I think us collective Middle-earth fans
Middle-earthians
are in Middle. I like that one. Middle-earthians. We're in for a nice run up to Christmas. I
think we'll get a good run towards the end.
If you remember when Scar and the Shire was announced, they announced it at was it Warhammer Fest? I think it was one of the seminars at Warhammer Fest when we first seen it, and they shown I think 2 of the new Hobbit characters. We were like, whoa, look at this, it's cool.
Then we got 12 of them.
We got 13.
Was it 13?
I think it was 13 altogether. And then we got 13 new profiles, new models. I think...
So you need to overlook how much we actually get for Middle-earth.
Yeah.
And it's still it's not a specialist game anymore, but it's not AOS and 40k.
I think what we're going to get is, we're going to get a spattering of new models, a couple of new profiles. We know we're going to get them Gondor Captain profiles. Mm-hmm. Maybe a couple of Evil, and I'm thinking it might be Shagrat and Gorbag with a refreshed profile. And I think they might revisit a couple of profiles and change a couple of things on them. But then I think we will get a good few new models. I'm still holding out for a new Fellowship. I think if we do not get a new Lurtz in the quest for the Ring Bearer release, if we don't get a new Lurtz, we're never going to get one.
Lurtz will happen.
There's no other time to release it.
No, because they've covered Isengard in Rohan at War and
stuff.
stuff.
Saying that, they just released Aimer and
they've just released Keeper of the Dungeon. I know it's Forjo, but they've not touched that area in ages.
Yeah.
Like, who knows? Like, I'll take anything.
Yeah, touch wood.
Any release is a good release. Where's my signal tower?
That's what she said.
Stop it.
What's it?
Glenn Seymour.
You line them up, son. You line them up.
Not getting anywhere anytime soon. We'll have to get back into SPG. Fair. Green Tree. Does the Best of White Dwarf go way back to early Lord of the Rings stuff? It was those early issues that got me hooked. I don't know.
I think...
No one knows.
No, I don't think so. I say I don't think so. I don't know anything, but my head would say no, because there's no point, because them articles, because some of them are scenarios, so them scenarios that were wrote back in the day won't play out now with the new rules.
They won't work.
So I think I think it's all the articles,
unless they've adapted some, but then it's not the Best of White Dwarf.
I don't think they will, and they've already covered that. We've already had the Best of White Dwarf with all those in it.
Yeah, true.
We've already got them books, so I think it's since the moniker of Middle-earth strategy battle game came into play. That's how far back it's going to go.
Yep,
which doesn't feel like a long time, but it is. What is it? 2 years? 2.5 years?
Yeah, easy.
So there's a fair few articles to get through.
Yeah, no, 100%. Glenn says Hellboy Kickstarter was 12 days till it ends. Ando May says, hi lads, what up my friend? Hope you're doing good. Dave Fair, the Spearhead doesn't match any other Rohan model. Okay.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Fair.
Yeah, but it's Aimer, isn't it?
Jill says thick boys and their thick bits. Let's keep going.
It's getting closer to my MSN name.
She's the closest by a mile. Ando May, what have I missed and how's your 40k armies coming along?
Good.
Mine is pretty much done.
You've not done it though.
Doesn't matter. Mine's pretty much it's my army. The wonderful top table Nickers smash my Necrons, and we're just waiting for new stuff.
I've done all my everything from Indomitus and what I had existing unpainted. The armor's been done. So now I've just got to go in and pick out the belts and all the like shiny bits and pelts and paint the guns and faces. Yeah. So it's come on, but it still looks far from done.
Yeah. So as soon as Steve pulls his finger out,
but I have got an Ultramarines army there that we can use. So don't listen to this guy.
All right, let's do it. Let's throw down. So yeah, we're cracking on. We're ready. It's coming. Frederick Scholes, 100% with Steve. Those resin bits drive me nuts on the Iron Hill Spears. Yeah. Johnny Russell, hey friend. Hello everyone. Hello Johnny.
Is Johnny new?
Are you new? If so, let us know.
Are you
where
new,
you're
Johnny,
from.
or am I just really old and my memory's gone to pot?
Where are you from and what do you play? Stick it in the chat and throw some questions at us, people. Pete is of course agreeing it's an awesome hobby group. That is the Top Table Gaming community on Facebook. Get over there.
What's your favourite bit about the group?
Are we talking like favourite post or just general favourite bit about the group?
So
it's for me it's
could be anything.
It's
when you think about a group, what springs to mind?
Everyone from the community like engaging with each other because that's why we do YouTube.
And it's not,
but it's easier to see in the Facebook group.
Yeah, and it's not like although like we do a lot of Middle Earth content. We met in the Middle Earth community and you know a big chunk of our viewership and members of the Facebook group are from the Middle Earth community. It's so mixed and varied, and it's not a gaming group. It's not a painting group. It's not a building group. It's just everything. Like, and everyone gets involved in everything. So even people who aren't terrain builders, when someone posts, "Oh, I'm doing this," or "I'm building this," everyone's like, "Oh yeah, you know that's really good." And it's great. I didn't think it was going to be as cool as it is when we did it.
Yeah,
I was really worried it was going to be a bit naff, if I'm honest.
Yeah, because we started with a page, didn't we?
Yeah.
Where we just post stuff.
It's just hard to navigate.
No, the group was amazing, and yeah, it's one of my proudest things from doing all this.
Yeah, and it's not even. I'm the same, but it's not even us who did it.
No,
you guys.
But the group's amazing, and I really enjoy like the roll call and seeing what everyone's working on, and everyone kind of commenting and hyping each other's work, and just day to day, everyone just chatting nonsense.
Everyone's in the same mindset. It's awesome.
And we've never had to ban anyone. We've never had to tell anyone off. Other than Gilray, we have to keep an eye on Gilray getting too drunk.
Yeah. It's only because he gets a bit leery.
And Marley. But no, everyone's lovely and everyone helps, and it's just a nice, safe haven of hobby goodness. Isn't it? Yeah, man, we should get that a t-shirt.
Well done, you lot.
Dean, plastic fire mail would be awesome. Has to be a Ranger for sure. Yeah, fair. Joe Osman, Ranger or armor? Why not Ranger with optional armor plating? Now, there's been times when they've done that with GW models for other ranges where the front and back of the armour would just wrap the body and you keep...
But could that... I don't think that could
making
work
a thick
over...
boy, given that's the theme.
I don't think that could work over the Ranger outfit.
No, maybe not.
Yeah. Unless you get a blister, a Faramir blister that has both of them options in it, and Boromir comes in a separate blister with Merry and Pippin.
Maybe. Who knows? We shall see.
Alerts.
I think if we're going to see another Boromir, it'll be a redo of the Breaking of the Fellowship rather than Brothers.
Yeah, it could be. Who knows, man?
We don't know.
My head hurts when I think about it.
Let's not then.
Yeah.
Glenn Seymour, Jay, what do you think of Warcry Catacombs?
We're going to come to that. You jumped the gun there.
Were we?
You know when I was talking about the news and I said, "Oh, you tell me."
Is that what it was?
And then I forgot about it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's funny because we had a Warhammer preview on Saturday and we saw no Middle-earth stuff, and one of the things was 2 new factions for Warcry coming in a new box set that lets you play normal style Warcry, but also like dungeon tile Warcry. And I messaged Steve and he was like, I was waiting to see how many minutes it'd take. It looks dope, man.
Looks like a big old box as well again.
Yeah, I can't play Warcry. Like, I adore the game. I was so hyped about it, but...
You got beat by me too many times.
Yeah, no. I don't want 28 factions. I'd rather have 6 that have some sort of depth in them. And there's like 5 different types of models. 2 are usually trash. 1's too expensive. And every list is like, if you're playing Untamed Beasts, take 2 dogs, a Beastmaster, and as many cheap double dog. Do you remember that? But like, I love list building and depth of like me building my list my way, and there just wasn't enough flex. And instead of adding into the factions, they were just like have 30, literally like it's at with that set, I think it's 25, 26 factions, and it's like, I don't want 26 really just, that's all I can use. And some people don't want a list build, but for me, I enjoy it. So, yeah, I love it, and I'm probably going to buy it because it looks amazing.
So you'd rather have put more options per faction than
for the Iron
factions.
Golems, I'd rather have, instead of 6 troop types, I'd rather have half the amount of factions in the game, but each list have 12. So then, there's choices and there's different.
So if
there's
you
more
go,
than one leader
so if you go
model.
to an event,
Yeah.
you know, on this 3 Iron Golem lists, they're not all going to be the same.
Exactly. Like, you build a list, and a quarter of your points go straight into your leader. There's only one leader. I can't change that. Then, like, you throw.
That I didn't like that bit.
Yeah, like alternate leaders, or if they literally went back to the Warcry warbands, not the AOS ones, and just went, here's a box 2. So the Iron Golem's got some shooting. The Untamed Beast got something a little bit tankier, and they basically give you an alternate leader and something that played on the weakness of each faction. So there was different play styles within each. Mate, I'd be playing it every day.
Yeah.
Because I adored that game. It was great fun. But it is what it is. Whoa, we're going to have to catch up here. Mick, Venom restock. Asmodee have it listed on their site for 4th of September. Woo-hoo! Amazing. Nick Gardner, big question is, does anyone know when the new AMO will be restocked? That bad boy sold out fast.
Quick. I think he'll probably be available again to order on Saturday.
That'd be cool. Jay, you got a new painting challenge for me, by the way. Yeah, so I set Andy a painting challenge last Saturday in the roll call because he just spits models out, and I was like, paint 6 models by the end of the weekend. He'd done it by like Saturday morning. So when I post the roll call this week, you're going to be I'm going to give you your challenge as your first comment. So keep your eyes peeled, my man. Frederick Schultz, I think the boat rules in the book are from early 2000s and they supposedly still work. Dernhelm and AIM have the same spear. There we go. It's not. Glenn Seymour, here's a question. Why did Rohan not have access to normal spears? Thinking of the movie where they surround the 3 hunters, those are not throwing spears. You could throw them.
They do.
Do they?
There's a special rule where Rohan can use throwing spears as spears.
Yeah, but aren't throwing spears 2 points? Why? I think he's saying, why can't I buy a spear for 1 point? Game balance is sometimes a thing.
Yeah, there's a reason for it, isn't there? I know what you mean. It can be frustrating because you kind of think. I spoke about this in when did I speak about this? One of the videos I did recently about someone said about what were they asking? Why do you not? That was it. It was about orc bows. We had a conversation about orc bows, and someone was saying, "Oh, it's so frustrating because why don't they just give them? You know, you pay this money for the orc bows, and they're terrible. If they just made them at 1 point better shoot value, they'd be more viable. But then orcs would be too good for the price.
Of course they would. Like, so
there's
changing one thing has a ripple effect.
It's
right?
a massive.
It's like the butterfly effect.
Yeah, it's there's a reason for it. And there is things in the game that can be frustrating, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We just have to work what we got. But you can get spears. You can use your throwing spears as spears with some of the legendary legions. So they've not totally been forgotten when it comes to spears.
True. We are miles behind, by the way. I'm just reading the comments. So Johnny Russell says he's not new and he's from Scotland. Good stuff, my man. Great to have you in. Nick Gardner, do you think we'll get Orifin, the 3rd Lothlorien brother, and will he be a named Wood Elf or a Galadriel Knight? You're a troll, and no, I don't. Not a chance, my friend.
Yeah, I think he's coming next week.
Yeah, pre-order, along with
this
Sunday with Quest of the Ring Bearer. Pete says, camaraderie and pride, share our passion. Love, love, love. Chris Davis, favourite thing about the group for me is the support. No hate, just great feedback on awesome tips on how to improve. That's what we like to create, isn't it? Yeah. Mike says, I love the weekend hobby post. Love seeing all the cool stuff people are working on. It's awesome, isn't it? Jill says, GW website says the White Dwarf collection includes stuff from 2001 to 2019. Nice.
Craziness.
Wow.
That is last... What? Damn.
Glenn.
I stand corrected.
Glenn Seymour says, I don't really interact with the group anymore. Like Steve, I jump ship to I can, you can cook. I feel it, brother. I feel it.
I'm always in the group. What are you on about?
Marco is in. Hey, friend. Hi, guys. Working on some Mythic Battle Pantheon minis right now. Gorgeous minis. And your Indomitus stuff, mate, is on point. So excellent work.
It's annoying a bit.
Yeah, a little bit. You're making it a little bit harder to like you, my friend. Phillips in, he says, hello again. Thank you very much for the new AMO model. You're welcome. We did it for you.
Yeah, just for you.
We did the AMO model for you. Yep. You are welcome. Johnny Russell, Rusty Russ was what I used to have my name as before. There we go. Green Tree, question to everyone. What's your favourite thing / part of TTG? For me, it's the banter and hosts that interact with us. I'm getting them good feels right now. Cheers, man. Nick Gardner, if there's a single model Faramir, I bet he'd be the Ranger variant as he leads a Legendary Legion. Yeah, 100% for the... Yeah, but I'd really love a new mounted Lance Knight Faramir.
Do you know what though?
One.
There's the old Ranger Faramir is a bit naff. It's a bit naff. He's got 2 armoured versions.
Yep.
And they're both alright.
Can't get one of them though. It was a white dwarf, wasn't it?
What the
they made to order him. Yeah, the mounted armoured Lance one. He was a limited model. I think he was white dwarf or the magazine, and then they made to ordered him. He was one of the first made to orders. You can't get him.
Let me check. I'm going to check.
It's Knight of Aphelion, isn't it, or something of Aphelion?
Yeah, but you can get the other one.
Yeah, but no one wants that one. It looks awful.
I prefer that one.
Garbage.
I prefer that one.
No, well, it's okay to be wrong sometimes.
I think it's
the ATU core, if they gave us a new Faramir mini, I just really hope they give him a new profile. I think current profile is quite bad, considering you can get him with all his toys for 100 points. I don't think he's bad. I think Faramir is a legit middle level hero.
Faramir's cool. Faramir was my...
He was your jam.
First guy on the list.
I like him.
Maxed out Faramir, 100 points or something.
It might be different in New Ed, slightly, but I think he's pretty good. I like him. Nick Gardner, I disagree. For his points, he's good. Where were you, Nick? That's the first time me and you have ever agreed. And the last time, my friend. I love Nick. He's ace. Johnny Russell was thinking about trying 40k. Am I best just trying to paint a few models first to see if I enjoy it before buying starts? Yeah, don't jump in. Importantly, if you are you more of a gamer than a painter? If you are more into painting than gaming, then make sure you're enjoying painting the stuff, or it'll become one of those projects that never gets done.
It's a bit one thing.
If you're a gamer, maybe just find what suits your playstyle.
Yeah, one thing I would say is there's nothing wrong, even if, because I bought Space Marines, Space Wolves, years ago, way before I even had any intention of playing, just to paint them because they look cool.
Yeah, you did.
One thing that I always remember what Tommy Sewell said to me was, if you ever don't know what to paint a Space Marine. Practice on Space Marines, because they've got every shape for your muscle memory when painting. So you've got the round bit around the toe and around the pauldrons. You've got the edge highlighting. Everything that you need to do to get better at painting. A Space Marine requires that. So he said it's a good model to practice on. So even if it's just to get 7 old Space Marines and paint them.
You can get a tactical squad or something.
Yeah. You got a cool little squad on your shelf, and you're training yourself to paint better. Yeah,
100%. Let us know if you are more of a gamer or a painter, Johnny, in the comments, and we'll chat further about it. The ATU code, put Hurian in for the points he does more, in my opinion. Yeah, the new guys did bring some stuff, but it depends what you're building, because if you're building to the Legendary Legion and the bows, then it's a different story.
And it depends how you play. It depends if you want to play to get the maximum benefit for all the points you're spending, or if you want to have an ultra themey army that is from a certain point in the books or the movies.
100%. They've kind of covered that as well. Horin doesn't give you 100% bows. It's also weaker to magic too and easier to kill. And then the debate about the Legendary Legion. Flying Mammal agrees with me about Warcry. Yeah, it's such a crying shame. And anyone who's watched this chat,
shame.
It's a wow.
Boo-boo.
I'm really sorry about
it. Thank you.
It's a cross I have to bear. Yeah, it's a crying shame, because anyone who watched this channel knew quite how overexcited I was about Warcry.
And he was terrible at the game as well. Terrible.
No.
He made some
but yeah, it's a shame, because the game had such potential, and I don't think it does very well now. I don't see it being played.
I don't see it being played.
But that is a common pattern for GW non-40k OS. Comes out, everyone plays it, drops, nobody plays it, and then you see the odd put it. Then has a bit of a semi-resurgence, and you just see little bits of it being played every now and then. But yeah, such a shame. Maybe it is Warcry after all, Ruth. Maybe you were just looking into the future.
Yeah, who knows? Ruth used to say that.
Yeah. Andy Cass. Haha, okay, dude. Catch you soon, lads. Much love. Cheers for popping in. Expect an epic painting challenge coming up on the roll call. Flying Mammal has a weird emoji, I'm a bit sad. Glenn Seymour. I haven't played Warcry in ages, but I'm hoping Catacombs is the start of GW supporting it more. But I do agree a leader variant for Chaos Factions would help. Yeah, 100%. I like the fact that you gave everyone the ability to play your AOS factions, but I think they should have just built out the Warcry ones. I won't.
It felt a bit rushed that as well. when they came out.
We got 8, and then we got 8 more, and then like legitimately,
the rules are a bit.
But the thing is, well, every AOS faction felt better than any of the Warcry factions, like because we played with a lot of them, and I was using Flesh Eater. I can see my Warcry tray there. We've got Flesh Eaters, Gloomspike Gits. We tried 3 or 4 of the AOS things that I had armies for AOS, and like it just all felt better. And it's sad. I know Mick played a lot, and some of the guys in the chat as well. Will Pintar, I love the group as I get to abuse Jay when I'm not with him. Pretty standard.
Favourite bit about it.
Do you want to reverse the stream and change your favourite thing about the group to giving me earache? Nick Gardner, the best of White Dwarf could have paint guides and terrain building. I think it pretty much.
I think that'll be what the older things are. Yeah.
Glenn Seymour, I decided to stop Jay abuse as a New Year's resolution. That's a pretty solid one. I wish you'd all take it. Dave Fear, woohoo! Just ruined a tactical squad with a bad spray primer. I've never had that. I hear a lot of people struggling with spray primer. I've never had it as a thing. Glenn Seymour, through next year, all bets are off. And Nick Gardner says, if it makes you feel better, Jay, painting superheroes all the same is madness, and you should have your models taken away. I think it's legit. I don't know why people are hating on that as an idea. And we've caught up, and we've got about 20 minutes left. So this is the quick fire time. You can now throw silly questions at us, and we'll chat about everything. But shall I take a minute and chat about our Patreon, or do you want to do it?
Yeah, you do it.
So, as we've mentioned, guys, this channel is driven by our Patreon. It is the thing that lets us do this cool stuff, and the cool stuff, and the new bat reps that are coming. It's enabled us to invest in new cameras, new lights, a big ass wooden sign on the wall, some lovely new paint, and this is a new wall.
Yeah,
we even got a brand new wall.
What's the new walls?
Yeah, this is the old this used to be the old bumpy black one, looked like a hostage video wall, as I used to call it.
Well, yeah, and it had a green screen on it at one stage.
Yeah,
green screen cloth.
It did, but
it's fresh now.
And we can't wait to have some of you here. And it's all done by the Patreons. And if you love what we do and you do want to support us a bit further, you could head over to patreon.com/TopTableGaming, and you get free dice after a certain amount of Patreon, free t-shirts at certain levels, Zoom calls, giveaways. We give away Indomituses and Pelennors and element vouchers, anything we can do to give back, we do. But don't worry, if not, don't even worry about it. You guys being here is support enough. And of course, we will never hide content behind a paywall, so you're still going to get the same amount of me and this guy doing what we do.
Unfortunately.
But the Patreon support is hugely... And there's also a really cool private Facebook Messenger chat for Patreons. Yes. And we talk nonsense and hobby in there as well. And it's good fun. So if you want to get involved in the channel more and be a part of driving it forward, do go and check out patreon.com/TopTableGaming. It's pretty awesome.
I'm impressed that you remember the actual...
Well, it's just patreon.com/our YouTube channel now.
I won't remember it.
You'd be like, I can, you can, cut. No. Battle streams in middle. No. We're third on his priority list, I'm afraid.
No, you're not. Top table is number 1. Top table's number 1, always will be.
Oh, God. I've missed streaming.
It's great.
I can always tell when we've not done one, because the next one's quite fun. And you guys keep it entertaining as well.
Yeah.
So, where are we up to? Johnny Russell, at the moment, enjoying painting, has started this hobby in lockdown, but I'm definitely want to start playing Middle-earth SPG and maybe 40k. Well, he's in the right place, because those are the bat reps that we want to get stuck into, isn't it?
Yeah.
Al Woods Modelling Mayhem says, good evening.
Hey, Al.
Good to have you in, as always. Different Gear TV says, Vallejo Surface Primer never lets you down. Now,
correct.
I had to stop using that, because every time I put it in my airbrush, it clogged.
That's because you're not cleaning your airbrush properly.
Oh, he's had one lesson, and he thinks he's how Al does. Same. It would always just block my airbrush. I wasn't great at that.
It's like it's got like a latexy texture to it. So it will block if you don't clear it out properly.
Yeah, I always struggle with it, so I never use it. But
it's the best thing to paint on top of. It's the best primer I've ever used.
Really? I know, Army Paint is cheap and has varying results, but there's nothing. The quality of GW Chaos Black is fantastic. I love it.
I don't spray anything black.
I have about 12 different GW primers at home. When one dies, I buy the colour again. Greens, blues, and I tend to spray everything black, and then what I do is, because you miss the underside, I just airbrush it normal paint to fill it in, and then I zenithal. So I've got a couple of layers on, but yeah, I've always struggled with the Vallejo stuff. It just blocks my brushes.
I love it.
Do you use it for everything? Do you never camp?
Never what?
Can prime.
No.
What do you think I said?
I thought it's a clam pack or something.
Let's not.
Oh,
Okay.
What is it about?
No, that's good. Ian Whitehouse. Any chance you could do a deep dive review on the White Dwarf book? Not sure I want to buy it until I know more.
So you just want us to flick through the pages so you can screenshot it? I'll not have to buy it. I know your game.
Hey, we'll get a view.
I know
We'll do it.
okay.
We'll do it. I'm down. We'll do it. We're going to do it.
We'll definitely. Well, the thing is, we'll probably definitely be reviewing a lot of stuff. I can't see any reason why we can't do a video on it.
100%.
Fairly easy to film. You know, just blitz through it. Obviously, we'll have to be very careful about what we show on camera. But we can talk
I
about
don't
it.
know what we can and can't. Yeah, we can look at it. Definitely, if we've got an excuse to make a video, then we absolutely will.
Yeah.
Dave Fit, oh God, the chat when people are drunk. What are we missing? The chat's been quite tame tonight. I think we've all been lovely.
I think is he referring to past?
Oh, he's referring to Pete in the Patreon chat. Pete Collins
yeah.
when he has a couple of tipples. We all had to mute it for a weekend because Pete was on a jolly getting. Yeah, he got rat leg, bless him, and we all got the brunt of it. That
ping,
was funny.
Ping, 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 ping. That's
He was, and then he kept going. I'm being silly. I'll shut up.
Yeah,
and
sorry guys.
Ping,
sorry,
ping, ping, ping. Oh, I love him. He's a legend. It was funny.
There was someone. Who was it? It was the new Patreon who'd only been at like part of the group 2 days and was like, "How do I mute this group?"
Yeah, like sorry guys, I'm supporting, but I'm out. Brushballer. Speaking of dice, I'm overdue. Some just reminded me. You are. We sent out a set about a month ago. We got one replacement set going out, and the next lot's going out in about 2 weeks. So we will hook you up. But you live close enough to come and have a brew with me and Steve.
It's no excuse.
And a socially distanced elbow bump and to say hello. So let's try and sort that out before I post you anything, because we'll come to you because we miss you. Nick Gardner says, I'm just glad these Warp Talons are going faster than the Terminators, but after these, just a Demon Prince. Yeah, he's doing the beautiful...
Pink.
Yeah, they are gorgeous. Make sure you keep sharing your work, Nick. They are nuts good.
I look at it and I admire it, and then I think, I could not be arsed doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, amen. Dean, I had an intro day at my New Works Nottingham office over the road from Warhammer World, and now I'm tempted to go for an office transfer. Would be very painful. Yeah, it'd be... Like, I work in Element Games, and that's dangerous for my wallet, because you're walking around all the stuff all day, but yeah. Whew, Nick Gardner, the new Army Painter Thinner and Medium is a godsend. Use it, and if you are still having trouble, it's just you. It's probably just me anyway. Assuming about thinning stuff through my airbrush.
Yeah.
I use Tamiya thinner in my airbrush because you can only use Tamiya thinner on Tamiya paints, and I love Tamiya paints. You can't. It was Byron who put me onto them. You just can't get the consistency wrong through an airbrush. They always go on perfect, but you have to use Tamiya thinner for Tamiya paints. And you can use Tamiya thinner for everything else, so I just use that one now, just so I don't have two different ones.
So I bought some when I came in last week.
Pots.
The Tamiya flat
Yeah,
white.
I love that. I bought one today.
But I haven't got a thinner, so do I need a thinner?
You need X20A, which is the Tamiya.
Is there some in there?
Yeah.
I need to get
We'll
some.
sort you out after the stream.
Yeah.
Perks of us being in the building of Element Games.
Yeah,
Dean, the increased hobby and game time would be worth it though. Yeah, I'm quite lucky because it's easy for me to game because it's in work, so I just stay after work. It makes it quite nice. Mick, 151 primer is best 3 for £5 from my local outlet store. Nice. I used to use Rust-Oleum from B&Q as a primer. A lot of people use Halfords and stuff, don't they?
Crazy.
Glenn's saying you'd get the views. I'm assuming that's about going through the White Dwarf book. Different Gear TV. It's that polyurethane, which I think clogs, but ultrasonic cleaning, you can't go wrong. Yeah, I've got a jewellery cleaner and I've got like liquid reamer and all the different things.
Liquid what?
It's what it's called, isn't it? Liquid reamer. What was it we were arguing about last stream? Sheaths. Let's not. Sheaths. The Patreon chat, Dave. Yeah. Marco, Vallejo Service Primer is great. Just use a touch of thinner and flow improver. I've never understood the difference with flow improver and thinner. I've never used both.
Thinner
Thins
it.
Flow improver improves the flow. Shut up. Like, but thinning it improves the flow.
Correct.
So I've never understood the reasoning to use both, but I'm not a pro painter.
I think it's to do with the surface tension, the flow improver.
Ah, okay. Okay. And then Marco's saying hi to Roof. Roof is saying hi to Marco. And Marco's off to Cornwall tomorrow for the weekend.
Very nice.
That sounds legit, doesn't
I
it?
like Cornwall. I like St Ives. It's a beautiful place. Beautiful part of the
Never
world.
been.
Oh, it's amazing.
Never been.
It's amazing. It's beautiful.
Nice.
If you get the weather and you go to Cornwall, especially St Ives, if you get the weather, you feel like you're abroad. You feel like you're in Spain or something, but everyone's English and you don't have to mess about with euros. And no one's trying to sell you a snide watch.
Like that one.
Like as the price. My friend, as the price.
Top 8. Oh, you're creepy. Dean saying flow improver is what you want. Thinner speeds up the drying time, so you get tip dry more often. There's nothing worse than a dry tip.
The worst.
A dry tip is very difficult to deal with. You don't want it. You don't want it. Oh, God. And flow improver slows the drying time, so it's easier to airbrush with.
Yes.
That gives you a moist tip.
Moist.
Which is... I can't say that word, can I? Oh, man.
Dear me.
Gaz is saying he'll definitely try and get over soon. Dude, I'd love it. We still need to get you on a bat rep, man. You could be one of the first ones back. Bring one of those beautifully painted armies. We'll get Gaz in.
Do you know what would be fun?
Go on.
Gaz v Reese.
Manchester versus Yorkshire.
I mean, it'd be a 7-hour game.
Yeah, it would. Nothing would die.
Die. Loads of ones and twos, rolling ones and twos. Gaz had the worst. I played Gaz at the Element versus Leodis.
Oh, yeah.
He had the worst luck when it came to rolling dice.
Really?
He couldn't roll higher than a 3 or something. Like all game. I was rolling standard 6s. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
And Reese was that bad. I love telling this story. During one of our live bat reps, go and check it out. He played against Cole. He was having that dire a game that someone PayPal'd the channel a $5 to buy him a pint to make him feel better after the game. Yeah, but
just come up on the chat. Just come up on the chat during that.
So we'll buy him a pint.
Yeah. I've PayPal'd you some money to buy him a pint.
Guys, get yourself down if you can, and we can play some games, or we can just go for some grub and hang out and have a beer, because it's been well too long. We've not seen Gaz this year because events cancelled. No, when was the Leodis thing? Was that this year? Like early this year? Or was it last year? I think it was last year now.
I don't think it was this year.
No, I don't either.
Too
long ago is the answer, isn't it?
I don't know. It was a while ago, yeah.
But no, it'd be great to see you guys. So we've got an excuse to kill multiple birds with one stone. So get yourself in. Nick Gardner, flow improver doesn't dilute the pigment. Tell you what as well, Element have got a lot of new paint ranges in, and a lot of people
got all the paint ranges.
It's getting silly now. We've got like Chimera colours.
How long did it take me to find Vallejo Sky Blue?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
And it was literally right there.
One that everybody's raving about is just the AK Interactive acrylic paints. Like everyone knows that AK do loads of weathering, and they've got a full acrylic range, and we've sourced it, and we've got it in now. And like Byron, who does the stuff for AO, the AO YouTube channel, and a lot of people are just raving about them right now. So I'm probably going to grab a few and have a dabble. I'm trying to put myself on a semi-contrast bar because it's lazy painting. I know it won't happen because I like just getting stuff done. Dean, everyone loves a moist tip. Words I live by. Words I live by. Marco, just remembered I'm Italian. I'm okay with Euro. Yeah, fair enough. That makes a lot of sense, my man. And Dave Fierce says, when can I come down for a beer and a catch up? Whenever you want. Open door to everyone. If you guys want to come in and film, or you just want to meet up with me and stay and hang out, roll some dice, play some silly board games, or just have a pint in the Element bar, because hopefully the gaming centre's opening again soon. It looks like Stockport local lockdown is going to be over on Friday. Come on, because it was nice having our beautiful, even with we had some great social distancing measures in place. It was wicked having that place open again. It'd be great. Glyn Seymour, Gaz, I hope you smash Stee in the rematch. That's what you could do. You could use your Element Leodis lists and have a rematch. What did you both run?
I was Dunlendings.
Oh. You
smashed
him with, you smashed him with Dunlendings. That's what I'm worried about.
I think I had Saruman though. Did I have Saruman? I think I did have Saruman.
Yeah.
And Saruman just bossed it. It's Saruman, isn't it?
And what was Gaz running?
Gaz running?
Gaz
was running Numenor.
Was it Numenor?
Yeah.
I love Numenor. Isildur Elendil do. Oh, sick army.
I have a vague memory of absolute. I'll save it. But I did all right against Numenor.
Yeah.
I used the terrain well.
Nice.
I remember. I think, guys, you were kind of stuck in that little square bit, and I was able just to kind of pick things off until it got to the point where I outnumbered him, and I had Saruman who was just like transfixing his big hero.
Do you know what? I'm tangenting now. I've always been a big advocate of we ain't getting any of the plastic models redone. But if we did, it's Numenor.
I think we are. But I think it's a way off yet.
Yeah. If we did, I think Numenor first.
I think that's what they do.
And Moria.
I think that's what they do when they've hit all the new supplements that they want to hit, and
they want to keep injecting
and they want to keep the game alive. That's when it's like going, here's some new troops, and we all go, yay! And I also think the new troops are going to coincide with when they've done everything else, the mass battle. Yeah, because they'll be cheaper to buy.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Nick Gardner, it's probably best I don't live there. I'd never leave the store. I'd have to pay rent. I pretty much live here after work every night. I was here last night. I'm here tonight doing this. I'm here tomorrow night with Pintar. We're here Friday filming a bat rep.
Yep.
I think I'm popping in on Saturday. Like, it's a pretty cool place. We've got a big store. We got like 100 plus person gaming centre. It's amazing. Love it. Flying Mammal, did you just say you've not seen Gaz this year? The Warhammer World Open Day in Jan? Yeah, we all had the New Year's Open Day.
That was literally New Year's Day.
It wasn't literally.
It was literally the 4th of Jan.
So that's not literally New Year's Day, is it? That's literally the 4th of Jan. Sorry about it.
You know what I meant?
Yeah. That feels like so long ago.
It does feel. I mean, to be fair, it was so long ago. We're now at the end of August.
Yeah, we're going to do the next one.
Yeah, we're now at the end of August. Bobbins, isn't it? This COVID thing.
And Ruth has just exposed us both. Glyn's letting us know. Glyn says, I haven't seen any of my Weekender fam since last year. It's rubbish, isn't it? There's so many cool things that have just been like ruined. But soon, can't wait to see Sean and Ruth as well.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see everyone.
Yeah. I'm still waiting on a cake.
I'm stuck with him.
Still waiting on a cake with no jam in it.
I'm still waiting.
Saying it's been nearly a year, Ruth.
I mean, a bit of brown and a dry brush on an end wouldn't hurt either, would it?
Nope. It's terrible, man. But yes, a cake with no jam, loads of buttercream. Oh yeah. Come on, Ruth.
I thought you didn't like sweet stuff.
I love a bit of cake with no jam in it.
You do?
Yeah. Well, I do now.
Where's my lad's cookies?
Yeah, I am.
Did you make him eat them? You ate my son's cookies.
We ate them again.
His birthday present.
Yeah, we made some.
Oh, mate, he's going to be for you. I'm going to tell him. Yeah, he's going to have you.
We made more spider cookies, but they didn't last. We didn't do as much mix, so we only got there was only about 7. You got to have one when you come out of the oven.
6.
3, because there's me and the 2 kids.
6, 5, 4.
So then there's 4 left. You may as well have that with a brewer straight
Yeah, fair. I'd do the same. I would do exactly the same. And Flying Mammal is like, Glyn, how has it been so long? Because it was literally October was the last time we saw Glenberg for the weekend too. As soon as we know the world is fully fixed, then I don't have to socially distance everyone in that big ass room there. It's coming back, baby.
I can't remember when I was talking about. Was it Saturday? Did someone ask me about Weekender on Saturday?
I don't know. Sure, you were drunk and I wasn't there.
I wasn't drunk.
You're always drunk.
I'm sure they did. And I said we'd definitely make something happen.
Oh, because what I'm saying.
We'll definitely make something happen because
we need to.
Them weekends are too good.
They were my 2 favourite gaming weekends ever. I'm going to just say that.
Basically, just sat around, hung out with. You know the thing is, like you know everyone in the room knows each other. Yeah, that was the good thing about it. Yeah. And even if they're not like tight,
we'd all met
they'll have
on the
spoke.
Community page
They'll have spoke at some point on Facebook. And it's like, oh yeah, you're such and such, and then there was people playing each other in games they'd not played before, and they'd not actually physically met before. Yeah, man.
Good times. Right. For those of you who don't know, the Top Table Weekender, Top Table Legacy Weekender was we've done it twice now, and it is effectively a weekend, 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we get together, and the focus isn't on a tournament, and we just hang out, play games, spend time together. We do little one-day events, usually fun alternate formats like battle companies. So on the Saturday you can play a little bit of a fun Middle-earth thing. On the Sunday you can play a Walking Dead thing. We've had companies like Mantic there in the past and Mythic. We do quizzes on the Saturday night. It's just great, isn't it? Fun, yeah. Steve goes to the pub till 3 a.m. Is dead on the Sunday. Like the Weekender is just the perfect kind of community get together, and you get to put faces to names from everyone that you're hanging out in these streams with and chatting. Ruth's there, Sean's there, Glyn's there, Pintar will be there, Dave Fear will be there, all the locals, Gaz will be there. Gaz's wife came to the first one, God bless her.
Yeah, I missed her at the second one.
It wasn't the same.
Yeah, it wasn't the same.
I mean, I'm not saying we prefer it to you, Gaz, but like if you join the dots, it saves the job, won't it? Yeah. But the Weekender is where it's at, and rest assured, when the world's fixed, we'll be doing the same thing. I just realised I pointed up there because I pointed at the telly, not the camera. But no, Weekender is amazing. Glyn is saying the TTG chef can make the cakes now. Look at him stealing Ruth's thunder. And Flying Mammal's like, yes, Glyn. No, they're agreeing, that's fine. Scormuch, he wasn't drunk, but he did overindulge on Oreos.
Mint Oreos, mate.
What?
Have you had mint Oreos?
What did I miss?
Have you had mint Oreos?
Is this from Battle Stream?
Have you had mint Oreos?
No.
I've asked you 3 times.
I hate mint Oreo. I hate mint. Oscar loves Oreos.
Mint Oreos are the way forward.
I've had an Oreo ice cream. That was.
What have you had?
An Oreo. An Oreo ice cream.
I've had. Is that the one that's? No, but it's got like a big Oreo on each side, and the ice cream is the filling bit.
No, it's a stick. It's on a stick.
No, I've not had one.
It's basically a big ass Oreo dipped in chocolate on a stick.
No, not on that. I'll tell you what I had the other day, and I was quite surprised. So it was one of the days when it was dead hot, and all the shops had sold out ice lollies, and the kids were murdering for ice cream. So I went to my local Spa, and they only had, because everyone was going crazy for ice cream, they only had left like a tub of the Snide Spa vanilla ice cream, which you're just going to taste them nothing. But then they had one box left, and in it, it's basically these ice cream sandwiches that are a cookie either side. It's pucker, mate.
Good.
And it was like Spa's own make, like cheap. It was about £1. 4 of them, and they were like that.
Right, okay.
But they were pucker, like
They're
proper
good.
nice, like
Fair.
proper nice. Try them out. Get to your local Spa. Can't remember what they're called, but they're basically cookies with ice cream in.
Good to know. And we are very close to having to wrap up. But we've got Steve Bonnar popping in.
It's always
You're late.
late.
What are you doing?
He's always late.
What are you
Steve.
doing?
Always
Nick
late.
Gardner's talking about him and his friends in America did a similar thing to the Weekender. Papa Party, we're going to be the last question and then we're going to wrap up. Is it a bad idea to start building a board and terrain before you know the game? Yes, because terrain affects gameplay. Would it be fun to play on something better looking than the dinner table? It would. Maybe buy a battle mat. You can get them quite, even if you don't buy a neoprene one, you can get a cloth one quite cheaply. Like, I'd start and make sure you enjoy the game and the setting before you build a board. You might find out you prefer a sci-fi game and the board won't fit.
Don't make a
or
board.
the size.
Make
a bit of
just
terrain.
make a house and make it little
A ruin.
rocky outcrop,
Yeah.
like a river. And then you can just put them on your board then, and then you can you'd be all right with that.
Makes sense. And then Gamer Addict Frank saying, finally hitting you live. Hello from Indiana, US. Good to have you in. And he's like, oh, I've just joined. Sorry, mate. If you grab that little red icon at the bottom and just drag it about 85 minutes this way, then you can enjoy us chatting nonsense. But I think right there we're going to wrap up episode 40 of Top Table Live.
We have a problem.
What's the problem?
The stop button's over there.
Oh, Steve's going to disappear in a minute. But as always, it's been great hanging out. We're going to be doing this again in 2 weeks. Until then, get over into the Top Table Gaming community on Facebook. Check out all the awesome stuff going out. Make sure you hit the bell on all the stuff and subscribe on the YouTube channel. Loads more content coming. And we will see you in 2 weeks on this show. But plenty coming. And have a great week, guys. See you later.
Shall I go and turn it off?
Go on. Still amateur hour. This may look better, but it's still winging it. I'm going to disappear in a minute.